Welcome everyone to a new episode of Leveraging Real Estate for Freedom. Today we are here looking at our brand new vacation short-term rental that we just finished. This is our newest short-term rental and development project. We finished the short-term rental part. Let's take a look. Our second luxury short-term rental property. We're also stacking another strategy on top, which is development. So when we purchased this property, we knew that we want to renovate it so that we can utilize short-term rental income to debt service, meaning take care of all of our expenses from the property. However, for this property to be very profitable, we are actually using two strategies. So short-term rental and also development. Right? So we use development to force the appreciation. This way we can either do a cash out refi or we might liquidate the asset. It really depends on, when the project is completed, what the market looks like. So what you guys see right now, basically completed phase one where we took the property, renovated, and got it to short-term rental ready. And in the second phase, we'll go ahead and obtain the permits and then develop the additional units to increase the value of the property. A little bit about this property itself. When we first got it, as you guys can see, there's an indoor pool. We didn't change, but everything else we have changed. For example, the wood has been resurfaced. These are wood beams from Donner Pass and from the railroads. When they decommissioned the railroads, they pulled all of the lumber. These are the original wood pieces from their railroad tracks, which is very awesome. This property was also featured on House Hunters, making this a very unique asset itself. If you guys follow my videos, I really do not like SFR single family residences as investment properties. However, our first project, which is at Faustino, we purchased a luxury property. We used a short-term rental strategy to help us debt service while we permit and build additional units or additional square feet on top. So the Airbnb on that project worked just as we thought and just as we planned, where it was just enough to debt service. All right. The difference with this property is that we now have a proof of concept. However, we have different business partners and investors on this property itself. So what we need to do as responsible operators is to make sure that this property is as profitable as possible. And so with that thought, I also brought on board additional operating partners. And one of them, she is the owner of Lava Investments. And Michelle is really good at operating Airbnbs. She has all of her processes dialed in. Her duties are to essentially make this Airbnb as profitable as possible, right? Unlike the first luxury Airbnb that we have, which our main goal is to help us debt service. We don't really need profit from it. The difference here is that we are looking to profit from the short-term rentals. And we brought her on board as an operating partner to help us optimize that section of the investments. All right, let's talk about some of the challenges that we face as investors and operators. Now, what you guys see is the almost complete and finished product. However, just to let you guys know, we're about 6 months behind for delivery, and we are 6 figures over budget, okay? And the biggest lesson I learned here is that I cannot be in charge of budgeting, especially when I'm hiring my close personal friends as designers. Very difficult for me, the operator, to say no to certain decisions, because when I'm right there making a decision between A or B costing more but it looks better, I'm going with B every single time. And looking back on some decisions I made, I mentioned this to my business partners, I would still choose to go with some of the over budget decisions. For upcoming short-term luxury rental projects where we also have development opportunity, I cannot be in charge of budgeting anymore. And that was one of the biggest takeaways. It's very important after when projects are completed or doing projects that we're constantly refining our processes so that upcoming projects can be bigger and better. Our plans for this project: phase one, we acquire the asset and design and renovate it so that this short-term luxury rental ready. or vacation rental ready. And then we're going to put out Airbnb VRBO, have at least weekends on weekdays so that the property can help us generate enough income to cover debt service and to make some additional cash flow. Phase 2, we'll go ahead and permit and build additional long-term rental units on top of this asset to force the appreciation of the value. Once we're finished with constructing the new units, it will help us with debt service and additional cash flow. So we're actually stacking multiple strategies into one opportunity, into one investment project, right? So 1, acquire the single family residence. 2, run short-term rental out of it. 3, have long-term rental potential with the ADUs and additional units we're going to build on top. And then 4, force the value increase by developing additional units and additional square feet. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you stay posted. We still have development to do. We have numbers to share with you guys. So make sure you guys stay up to date with our journey. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.